1st, 2020 Public Works Committee meeting. Now is time for roll call and determination of quorum.
Evans. Here. Armstrong. Robert. Here. Stroman. Nordstrom. A quorum is present.
Thank you very much. And now is time for adoption of the agenda.
So moved.
Got a motion to approve by Councilwoman Armstrong, a second by Councilman Nordstrom. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Now it's time for general public comment. This is a time for members of the public to discuss or express concerns to the committee on any issue not limited to items on the agenda. Action will not be taken at the meeting on any issue not on the agenda, except by placement on the agenda by unanimous vote of the council members present. I don't see anyone, and I have nothing on the dais, so I will close general public comment. I will open up public comment to consent items, items 1 through 20. I don't see anybody jumping up and down to speak on anything there, so I will close public comment on consent items, and then I will ask if anyone on this committee has anything to pull. For some reason, you're not ringing in, Richie, but I knew you were ringing in, so go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Could I pull item number 2, please?
Yes, you may. Does anyone else have anything to pull? If not, I would look for a motion on everything except for item number 2. We have a motion and a second, a motion by Councilwoman Armstrong and a second by Councilman Evans to approve everything except for item number 2 on the consent calendar. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Item number 2 is to authorize mayor and finance officer to sign a contract amendment with Chamberlain Architects for project number 2527, CIP number 51249, Star of the West restrooms. And Mr. Nordstrom, you have the floor.
Thank you again, Mr. Chairman. If I may, I'd like to make a motion to authorize the mayor and finance officer to sign this contract as amended with Chamberlain Architects. And if I get a second, retain the floor. Okay, thank you. What I'd like to do is ask Mr. Tech if he has, in general, any comments about how the CIP projects are faring, how construction is faring, and with the COVID-19 issue that's out there in the public now, how is our construction people being able to adapt to this situation?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. That's a great question, Alderman Nordstrom. We've been working quite closely with the AGC, which is the Associated General Contractors of South Dakota, here in the last month and a half. Certainly they're concerned about the ability for them to continue to work. I think you'll notice there's no shortage of cones around town, and our goal is to keep that going. All of city staff that's available to work on the projects, to continue the construction, that's a primary goal of ours. Certainly will help economically for the city or in the area, keeping people at work, keeping suppliers selling products, and then long term it's even more important to keep those construction projects going out the door and keeping our contractors busy.
One more question, what's a follow-up?
Absolutely.
Thank you. You're full on staff and everybody else within the City Hall, the second floor primarily. Everything is going okay? And
yeah, indeed. We've got rotating schedules. A lot of people, certainly our technical people, they're able to work from home via computer. We've got a bid opening, in fact, at 2 o'clock today to bid a couple of projects, or to open bids on a couple of projects that they've worked very hard on putting together and getting ready for a bid opening.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair. I'll yield.
Thank you very much, and I don't see anybody else in the queue to speak on this item. If not, we have a motion on the floor. The motion was from Councilman Nordstrom, and the second was from Councilwoman Armstrong. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. And that is the end of the consent calendar. Now on to non-consent items, items 21 through 23. I will open public comment. Again, I don't see anybody jumping to speak, so I will close public comment. And we will go on to item 21, appeal by FMG Engineering of an exception request denial to waive the requirement to install dry sewer main along Anderson Road, continued from January 28th, 2020, Public Works meeting. And I believe Councilwoman Armstrong, you would like to speak?
Yes, sir. I was told right before this meeting that the applicant requested to withdraw this item.
So we have a motion to withdraw
We have a motion to withdraw the item.
and a second. So we have a motion to withdraw the item from Councilwoman Armstrong, a second by Councilman Nordstrom. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Item 22, approve partial abatement request for stormwater drainage utility fee for KTLD Co. LLC for property located at 1221 Santana Court, tax ID 63320, in the amount of $2747,2020, continued from March 10th, 2020, Public Works meeting. And Councilwoman Armstrong, you're in the queue again.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion to move this yet again to the next Public Works meeting, which is on April 14th of next month,
Per the applicant's.
per the applicant's request.
So I have a motion. Do I have a second? Second. So I have a motion by Councilwoman Armstrong and a second by Councilman Stroman to move this to the April 14th meeting. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Item 23, request from Skull Construction for a variance to waive the requirement to install sidewalk along Rapid Street and 12th Street, Rapid City, per city ordinance 12.08.060, and the staff recommendation is to deny. I don't see anyone in the queue. Anyone wants to speak? The lights may not be going on, so if you want to raise your hand or motion at me, I'll let you speak. If not, I'm looking for a motion. Yes, go ahead, Mr. Nordstrom.
Thank you. I will make a motion to uphold staff's recommendation to deny.
So we have a motion on the floor to deny from Councilman Nordstrom, a second by Councilwoman Armstrong. Sorry, Bill, you were a little late. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. We have a motion to adjourn by Councilwoman Armstrong, a second by Councilman Stroman. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Thank you very much. Thank you. And thank you for everybody showing up today.